Hey, distinction students, a perfect tutor, Mr. Gilbert CG here. We are looking at subject-verb agreement, a very interesting topic in English. Subject-verb agreement. Hence, we would like to know what a subject is as well as a verb. So, what is a subject? A subject is a person or a thing performing an action in the sentence. What of an object? We have a subject, object, and a verb. An object is a person or a thing receiving an action in the sentence. The action being performed by the subject. Now, who is receiving, or what thing is receiving that action? That's what we call what? An object. A verb is a doing word. For example, kicking, sitting, eating. Just a doing word. That's a verb. Look at this example here. Example. Mulenga is kicking the ball. Mulenga is kicking the ball. Who is kicking the ball in this case? It's Mulenga, right? And I said, a subject is a person or a thing performing an action in the sentence. Hence, Mulenga is our subject. Are we together here? Then, what is being kicked? Mulenga is kicking, but what is he kicking? Is the ball, right? So the ball is the thing receiving an action of kicking. Hence, the ball is our object in this case. Now, the action being performed by Mulenga is what? Kicking. Hence, kicking is a verb, a doing word. A doing word, which is what? Kicking. This is the normal word order. Subject, verb, object. This is the normal word order. So now, we are not focused on the normal word order here. We want to look at the subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement. Just this one. The subject, Mulenga, and the verb, agreement. For any sentence to be deemed correct, there must be agreement between the subject and the verb in both number and gender. Agreement between the subject and the verb. Here are the rules that you need to follow. Number 1 is gender. Gender refers to the state of being a male or a female. So, for male, we use he as a pronoun. Then his to express possession. For females, we use she as a pronoun and her to express possession. Now, look at this example here. John introduced Mary to me. John introduced Mary to me as her or his sister. I want you to choose one. Which one is correct there? John introduced Mary to me as her or his sister. Which one? Okay. You look at this. Johnny. Johnny, in most cases, is given to a male child, right? It's rare to find a girl child named Johnny. So let's assume John is a male. Then what should we say? John introduced Mary to me as his sister. His sister. We are following the subject. Do not follow Mary here. Do not follow Mary. We are talking about the subject, which is Johnny. Johnny introduced Mary to me as his sister. Because for male, remember here I said we use his to express possession. To express possession. That's about gender. For male, you use he or his to express possession. For female, you use she and her to express what? Possession. Are we together then? Apart from gender, we have number. Number. So we are talking about subject-verb agreement. Now, in number. When we talk about number in English, we simply refer to singular or plural. Singular or plural. So, singular subject should have singular verbs. A singular subject should have singular what? Verbs. For example, gift. Look at this example here. Gift. Now, how many gifts do we have here? It's just one. So, gift, that is a singular verb. Not a verb, sorry, a subject. That is a singular subject, which should have a singular verb. Singular verb. So, we cannot say gift have two shops. No. Instead, we use the singular verb, which is has here. And it will be gift has two shops. Gift has two shops. We cannot say gift have two shops. The subject and the verb are not agreeing in that case. They are not agreeing. Charity is about to leave for Choma. Look at this. Charity. The verb is this one. That's the auxiliary verb. That's the auxiliary verb. So charity. Can we say charity are about to leave for Choma? Not at all. Because charity is just one person. So we use is in that case. Charity is about to leave for what? For Choma. Plural subjects should have plural verbs. Plural subjects should have what? Plural verbs. We refers to people more than one. Two or more. So when you say we, don't use is. We is about to leave for Livingstone. Very wrong. We are about to leave for Livingstone. We are. They are. My brothers were studying law. Were. Here. This is the past tense of are. So if they are studying right now, we would have said my brothers are studying law. Now since it's in the past, we'll say were. This is the past tense of what? Are. For is, the past tense is what? Was. Past tense is was. So these are auxiliary verbs. And I think let me explain this one. The auxiliary verb. You're just getting surprised. Auxiliary verb, Mr. Gilbert. So see. An auxiliary verb is a word that introduces a verb. The main verb. This word comes just before the what? The verb. Before the verb. So, for example, in this case, we had Mulenga is kicking the ball. The main verb is what? Kicking. But what is coming just before kicking is what? Is. So, is our auxiliary verb in that case. That is our what? Auxiliary verb. So, other auxiliary verbs that we have include are. In the past, we say were, as I have said. Is. In the past, we say was. These are some of the auxiliary verbs that we have. I think you've understood now what an auxiliary verb is. Number 3. A phrase or clause that interrupts a subject and this verb does not affect the subject-verb agreement. This is very important. A phrase or clause that interrupts a subject and this verb does not affect subject-verb agreement. We have the subject and its verb. Then apart from that, there is another phrase interrupting this. That's what we are saying. It does not affect the what? The subject-verb agreement. For example, the actor most admired by the pupils is on stage. The actor most admired by the pupils. So see, the actor, that's our what? Our subject in this case. Now there is this phrase trying to interrupt the subject, saying most admired by who? By the pupils. By the pupils. So the pupils here have got no effect on the subject-verb agreement. And since the pupils, it is in plural, we cannot use a plural verb here. Are on stage. No, because the one who is on stage is not the pupils, but they are the actor here. So a phrase that interrupts a subject has no effect. The example number 2. The 2 girls who were suspended have been allowed to write their examinations. The 2 girls, that's our subject, but there is an interrupting phrase here, who were suspended. That has no effect on the subject-verb agreement. We will still maintain our subject, which are the what? The 2 girls. And we use have because they are 2. They are 2. We use have been allowed to write their examinations. Simple. That's the rule number 3. Rule number 4. 2 or more singular subjects joined by or no. What do I mean here? Joined by or no must have a singular verb. Again, this one is very important. When you just see singular subjects being joined by or no, then you must have singular verbs. For example, a car or bus is the only means of travel to Chipata. A car or a bus is the only means of travel to Chipata. Don't say a car or a bus are the only means of transport to Chipata. No. Because you have used or to join singular verbs. Not verbs, but subjects. So you have used or to join singular subjects. So you use singular verb. Michael or Charles is expected at the party. Michael or Charles, you use is because Michael is singular, Charles is singular. Then the 2 subjects have been joined by what? The word or. According to this rule here, number 4, we've been taught to say when 2 or more singular subjects are joined by or no, then we must have what? Singular verbs. That's why we have is that side. The last example here. Neither Mwape nor Chanda. Neither Mwape nor Chanda. Do not say are going, because those are singular verbs being joined by no. So neither Mwape nor Chanda is going. Is going. Subject-verb agreement. Rule number 5. 2 or more plural subjects joined by or no must have plural verbs. The opposite of this one. Here we're talking about what? Singular subjects being joined by or no. Now here we have plural subjects being joined by or no. Must have plural verbs. Example. Only the fathers or the mothers are invited. We have the fathers, plural subject, mothers, plural subject, being joined by what? O. So, in this case, according to rule number 5, we use a plural what? Verb. Plural verb. So only the fathers or the mothers are invited. Neither the boys nor the girls were present. Neither the girls nor the boys were present. Those are plural verbs. Plural verbs being joined by what? No or. In that case, we use what? Plural verb, which is are. For singular subjects, use what? Is. I think we are together on this one.